everybody. Good morning. This is Jean here. I'm away from my camera here to show you the next process of my hexagon quilt. And I am a bit in a quandary as to what to do. I have a playlist on how I've made this quilt from my hexagon templates from Martelli. This is about the fourth or fifth video on this, making this quilt. It's I quite like it. It's turned out really nice. But Maxwell!
Yes, what's up?
Maxwell, I need your... I'm going to ask Maxwell. You sit here. Because we have not rehearsed this whatsoever. Now, when I was making this quilt, it's a queen size quilt. Top. It goes from the size of a queen size mattress there to over here. Now, what I was going to do, I was going to be putting a ruffle of this fabric here. I think I've shown you this before. This is called Something Blue by Tina Higgins for Northcott Fabric. But Daddy and I laid it out on the guest room bed. And are you in the video?
Yeah, I'm in the video.
I can't see you.
I'm in there. I'm right next to you.
Oh, there you are.
Hey!
Oh, sorry. I can't see you. We're really far away because I wanted some input from you guys because I'm not quite sure. Daddy and I went into the guest room and we said, we laid out this border fabric, which is so pretty. And I originally was going to make like a quilted bedspread. But now the fabric is just so beautiful that Daddy said, just keep it like a border. But now this is completely quilted. It's a quilt as you go. And I don't know how to do this. So do you have any idea?
I won't put the fabric on then the border.
Well, no, I want to make it reversible. So,
if you want to
speak up, because I need your help, guys. You see what I mean? It's pretty.
Then, if you're making it reversible so the quilt is going to be on both sides.
Two sides.
Then just put the border on.
Right, but but this isn't quilted. Do I quilt it before I put the border on? Do I put both sides of the fabric on like that? So the border is on each side? So could you just turn that around and show this side over here? Show the reverse side. So I want the border fabric. I don't know what to do. I don't know whether I should quilt the border and then put it on.
Quilt the border, then put it on.
So that would be easier to work with, wouldn't it? Than putting the whole thing through the machine. Because this is all quilted. This is completely done. I just have to finish the bottom row.
Finish the border, then figure out what you do with this after.
No, I know. So I would make the border quilted and then attach it.
Yes.
Ah, you think that's good? Instead of attaching it and then quilting it.
Yeah.
So I somehow I make this border double-sided, backed. I will quilt it straight. It's not going to be ruffled. We've come to that conclusion. It's just too pretty to ruffle, and plus I don't have enough if I want a really full ruffle, because you guys know I like full ruffles.
This will not be a full ruffle.
It won't be a full ruffle. It'll be a straight quilt on 3 sides. I'm not going to do it at the top. That's where the pillow's going to go.
Okay.
Okay, so I make the border, I quilt the border, and then I sew the border on somehow.
Yep. You'll figure it out.
No, I wanted you to figure it out.
I already told you what I would do.
Oh, you told me. Okay, folks, now that's Maxwell's idea. Make the border, quilt the border, then attach the border, double-sided to the quilt.
Yes.
Okay. Well, if you have any suggestions, folks, I've changed my game plan. I'm not putting a ruffle on. The fabric is just too pretty. Plus, I don't quite have enough. So, there you go.
Yep.
Thank you, Maxwell, for your input.
Yep.
Appreciate it. Yes, folks, if you haven't seen, go look at the, bye-bye, darling. If you haven't seen the playlist, how I've made this with these, well, the inside is there. I was just told that I've done this the wrong way. This is supposed to be for a fussy cutting thing, and I've done it this way. But I saw that done before. I've done this before. So anyway, you can see my playlist, how I made my hexagonals. I have one row to go with my quilted, completely quilted, finished little pot holders here, my hexagons. They're pretty. And I'm going to put them on there and then straighten out the bottom. It's turned out really pretty. Somebody did ask, if I don't like green and blue, why am I making a green and blue large quilt? We've inherited, as I was saying in my comment, we've inherited in the guest room / office blue walls, which are quite pretty. And we don't fancy painting that bedroom. It's fine. Ian's office is in there and he likes green and blue. So for that bedroom, for that bed, the queen size bed, I'm making this to go with the walls. It'll be pretty. I'll probably make some pillow shams too, and I'll show you. But again, I'm not making a ruffle. I'm just making a straight border. But I've made this quilt as you go. It's done. I'll have to iron it because it's a little bit puffy. But I'm gonna make the. I'll show you in the next video what I've maybe come up with. So yeah, this is where I am. Real pretty fabric, real pretty border fabric for my quilt that is going to go on 3 sides. And it's a double-sided border. It's on each side of the on each side of the width of the fabric. So I'm going to make it reversible. So I have to use 2 layers of this. So I'll figure that out. But if anybody has any suggestions, do I quilt it as I'm making the border and then attaching the border? So yeah. Please comment below. Help me out here. I'm usually the one who has ideas. I've sort of hit a brick wall with this. I finished it and don't know how to finish it. All right, folks. Thanks so much. Have a lovely day. Love from the Trueloves. Bye-bye. Thank you, Maxwell.